Alright, welcome to my third, and this is the final video. Thank you so much for participating. Okay, so I'm going to go through problems 15, 16, 17, and 18. This is actually problem 15. Okay, so we have this diagram here, and we're trying to solve for W, actually, even though I also have an X here. Now, to solve for W, we need to know one thing, which is that all three angles here in a triangle, all three angles, I'm shorthanded, add to 180 degrees. The second thing I need to know, I did say that there's one thing you need to know, there's two, is supplementary angles, supplementary straight, supplementary angles. It looks like a nose, I guess, but it's angles. Add up to 180 degrees as well. Okay, so we're going to start, if we know X, then we will be able to solve for W because there's one variable here. So we're going to start by solving for X. And one thing I notice, this 60 degrees here plus the X will give me a straight angle. And I know that a straight angle is, and they're supplementary, they're going to add up to 180 degrees. So solving for X, I'll do X plus 60 is equal to 180. To solve for X, do the inverse opposite operation. What I do to one side, I must do to both. These cancel, and X is equal to 120. Okay, we're not finished. We didn't solve for W, we solved for X. So I'm going to replace this here, and you can maybe scratch it on your work there, with 120 degrees. So now, once I have that, I'll be able to put all of these three in an equation that equals 180 degrees. So I have 20 plus 120 plus W should equal 180. Let's combine this first. 140 plus W is equal to 180. And I think I wrote this slightly confusing because, well, now what do I know? How do I know to subtract the 140? Well, usually I write it as W plus 140. I am going to change that. But I could still have it like this. I could still subtract the 140 from both sides because I know this 140 is actually still being added to the W. It's positive. But from here, I think you're a little bit more comfortable with this. If we subtract 140 from both sides, and I believe you can no longer see, I'll write it right here. Then W plus 140 is equal to 180. Subtract 140 from both sides, and W is equal to 40. Now I'm going to box my answer. Okay, moving right along now to problem 2. The very same concept. W is in a different place, but it's still the same concept. So this 115, when added to the X, makes a straight angle, which is 180 degrees. So I know that X plus 115 should equal 180. I'll subtract both sides to get rid of it, to isolate the X. That gives me X is equal to, I'll just do this, I now have it in my head at 65, but I'm just showing. 10 minus 5 is 5. 7 minus 1 is 6. And 1 minus 1 is 0. X is equal to 65. I boxed my answer, but that's actually not the final solution. We want to solve for W. Okay, so we've got X. I'm going to replace the X here with 65. And while I'm at it, I am going to erase the box here, because that's not what I was searching for. x was replaced with 65. I'm just going to move this over just a bit. And now we have w plus 45 plus 65 should equal 180. So we will add the 45 and the 65, which gives us 110. I'm just rewriting everything else. These two combined here. That wasn't very clear, but that's how they combined. Now I will subtract 110 from both sides. And that gives me W is equal to 70. So angle W is 70 degrees. They're going to get slightly more complicated. I have them written up here. It says problem 3. It's actually 15, 16. This is problem 17 in your guided practice. The concept is still the same. We're still solving for W. And we're still going to use this concept of supplementary angles to solve for x. So we have 76 plus x should equal 180. Once again, I made the same kind of same error. It's not really an error, but I know that you guys are more used to writing x plus 76 is equal to 180. Solving for x here, we're going to subtract 76 from both sides, which gives me x is equal to 104. So I'll replace x with 104. And now, in order to finish up this problem, I'll add all three angles up, which should equal 180. I'm going to use green. 180 equals, notice that 180 is on this side, it doesn't matter. You can flip the equation. 180 is equal to W over 4 plus 104 plus 40. We'll add these two together, which gives me, I'm going to bring everything else down. Oops. 180 is equal to W over 4 plus 144. Next step, subtract 144, which gives me 36 is equal to W over 4. Multiply both sides by W4. What am I doing? I'm just on autopilot. I'm so sorry. But I never make mistakes. I was just testing you. I need an ice slick. Get rid of this 4. This is division here. And I noticed that I was just staring at the board the whole time. I'm sorry for not interacting with the camera. We got W over 4 is equal to 36. To do the inverse operation, because this is division, we're going to multiply. And I just like writing them like this. And actually, it's not just me, it's the entire math community. So get used to this. Multiply both sides by 4. All of this stuff goes away, cancels out, isolates the W. W is equal to 4 times 36, which is 144. 72, yep. Okay, 144 is my value for W. Yes, okay, just making sure. It just seemed a little bit off because I also had 144 here earlier in the problem, and it's just a coincidence. So I know you've watched a lot of minutes of videos. Quick joke, very corny joke. Did you guys hear about the guy that lost his left hand? It's okay now. He's all right. Pause for laughter. Okay. Get it all right. He's all right. He only has right hand. Okay. Focus now. We're going to solve for W. Same concept. The 120 plus the x should give me a straight angle. They're supplementary angles. 180. We have x. Ooh, that's a nice red. Plus 120 is equal to 180. Solving for x, do the inverse operation. These cancel. X is now equal to 60. We're not done, though. We've solved for x, which is 60. And now we just need to add all three of these angles up here. So we have 3w plus 60 plus 48 should equal 180 degrees. I can add the 60 and the 48 here, which becomes 108. 3w plus, now I'm just bringing everything else down, is equal to 180. Now this is just a standard two-step equation. This is our old friend. We subtract 108 from both sides. We do the addition or subtraction first. Now we have 3w is equal to 72. Now go ahead and pause and predict what the next step is. Multiplication, it's division. Divide both sides by 3. These cancel. I realize that you can't quite see it. I'm just going to rewrite it. Right here we have this 3w is equal to 72. Divide both sides by 3. And these cancel. W, still can't see it, but 72 divided by 3 is equal to 24. And therefore, my answer for W is 24. Thank you very much.